Hey guys, welcome back to Addie and Bella Crafts, and today's video is going to be a completely beginner tutorial on how to loom knit a basic hat. This hat is very easy to knit and is perfect for beginners, and what you will be needing can all be bought at your local craft stores. Scissors, some yarn, a 36 peg loom, a hook, and a needle. To start, you are going to make a slip knot. So basically what I'm doing here is I am just taking the yarn out of the little package part and pulling it out from the center of the yarn. And I'm going to simply make a loop with the yarn and then pull my finger through. This is a simple slip knot, and then after that we are going to be casting on. Now, if you need to learn how to do this in more detail, we have a much more detailed video and it will be in the links below. Simply what we are doing for the cast on here is just looping each peg once with a figure E all the way around in the circle, and then we're going to do that one more time. Then once we get to the anchor peg, which is the peg that holds the slip knot, we are going to simply take our hook and we are going to hook the first peg to the left, and then we are going to go in a counterclockwise fashion all the way around, just simply using the hook to pick the loops up and pull them over the top. And then we are going to do that all the way around the loom. Then we are just going to loop with the little E's around the pegs all the way around one more time. When you are picking the loops up, you have to make sure that there's always two loops on each peg, and you will always pull the bottom one over the top one. There are little grooves in the peg specifically designed so you can take your hook and just pull it over the pegs. And we are going to be doing this all the way around the loom. You're going to continue this process, and each time you pull the loops over the top for the entire peg is going to be one row. Once you reach 3 rows, you can pull the slip knots out. The way to count your rows is to just count the amount of bars in one specific stitch part, and I did 16 rows before I did the brim. Now simply what I am doing here is I am just taking the fabric and I am placing each aligning stitch onto the pegs right in front of it. There should be enough loops at the very bottom that we used for the cast on to create this. There should be exactly enough bottom stitches from the cast on to be able to fit onto each and every one of the pegs. And what I'm going to be doing in a second is I am going to be closing it up, but I'm also going to be placing that slip knot tail end and pulling it through and just sticking it in there so that we don't have to worry about weaving that in later. Basically what the brim is going to create is a nice place to warm up your ears around the front of the hat and keep the hat from rolling. Then we are just going to take those bottom loops and pull them over the top all the way around the loom. And after that, we are just going to be continuing knitting all the way around the loom. And the hat is just going to keep on adding length to it. And in total, I believe I did 22 total rows after the brim. Then I'm going to start the cast off. I just wind the yarn to measure how much I need. I cut off a length a little bit longer than the circumference around the loom, and then I'm simply going to thread my needle and just pick up the stitches like you would with, I guess, sewing, and we're just going to use the needle all the way around the loom, just picking these stitches up. And it's what we're going to do is we're going to create like a cinched fabric at the end that we're just going to be able to pull that yarn against the knitted fabric, and it's going to all close up and look like a hat. Now you can do this process with just your fingers, or you can do more advanced ways of casting off as well, but because this is a beginner tutorial, we are just going to be doing it the most simple way. See here, I am just cinching off the hat, and I'm going to start tying it off and securing it. I'm going to fold the hat inside out and start tying in there as well. So don't confuse yourself with the outside and the inside of the hat. The outside of the hat is the one that has the little V's, which are the knit stitches, and the inside of the hat has little kind of horizontal sort of looking loops, and those are called purl stitches, which are the opposite side of the knits. So we are just going to be tying it off in the inside of the hat and cutting it off. Everyone kind of has their own way of doing this, so I am planning on making a more detailed video on how to do that. Then you can flip it inside out and your hat is done. But to spice things up, you can also add a pom-pom or some other embellishments like flowers to your hat to make it more spicy. If you like this video, make sure to subscribe to our channel. Thank you for watching. Bye!